really, if you expand it further, it's just about having authority without responsibility. So women will campaign for more women to be on this side that has the authority to dictate things like the CEO positions, the lawyers, the judges, but they don't campaign for women to be on this side that carries the responsibility of upholding and being willing to die to maintain and build infrastructure. So they want to have the authority to decide what direction we go with the infrastructure, but not have the responsibility of maintaining or dying for that infrastructure. Expand that to something like voting. Like, women want the authority to be able to vote for policies that might send us to war, but they don't want to have the responsibility of going to fight the war. And this might be a little bit tinfoil hatty, but I really do think that there's been a concerted effort over the past 70 years to push women into more positions of power because women are easier to control through fear. Men in positions of power are a little bit more incentive based, like you have to give them something for them to do things, but women in positions of power will operate through fear, and people who operate through fear are easier to control.
Things are equal. I'm gonna let him clean up.
All right, so those are the 5 points, and you'll notice the overarching theme across all 5 points is that the existing paradigm is already equal. It's already symmetric.
Yeah.
However, feminists have this myopic view where they only focus on the part of the graph where they feel like they have a disadvantage.
Of course.
And they want that part of the graph to be equal. And that
women campaigning for more privileges for women, I would never have guessed that that would be the case.
Creates this asymmetry where on average they now have privilege over men. And the issues with men and women is that it's often a zero-sum game where a woman's gain is a man's loss. So if a woman reaches 75% and a man goes down to 25%, and where it should be is 50-50, right? Feminism is supposed to be about equality, so it should be 50-50. So my contention is that feminists, at least third and fourth wave feminism, modern feminism, it's a sleight of hand tactic where they point to first and second wave feminism and say, hey, see, we were victims at that time. And they point to the past, but in the present, they are now in the advantageous position. They have more privilege, and the pendulum has swung too far. And they seem to be okay with that because they sort of view it as intergenerational revenge for the past. But that's not really a fair way to look at it. And honestly, it's causing a lot of bigger issues. Gender relations between men and women are at all-time lows in the Western world now.
What when men do better, women do better, children do better, and the country does better because men are more likely to take on the responsibility of providing for a family. Like, a man makes